the second game in our Necromunda campaign. If you've not seen the first, check out the playlist. And today I'm joined by Phil and Matt.
I thought he pointed over to you first.
He looked at you.
But he pointed over to Phil
in their
and Matt.
first games on the channel. And they're going to be playing Cawdor versus Goliath in a parlay. A meeting of the
Minds.
let's say minds, but we're giving him too much credit there. They're going to be playing the parlay game out of the Ashes of Cinderak. So that means only 4 fighters can be deployed from each gang. They're deployed within 12 inches of the centre of the table, and we've got a bit of a clear area there for the parlay section. Now those fighters immediately betray each other, right? They're all ready as normal. And they can only use melee weapons for the rest of the game.
Yep.
All the rest of the gang is going to come in 2 by 2 at the end of day 2.
What, like Noah's Ark?
Exactly. At the end of turn 2 via reinforcements, and they can use ranged weapons. So Phil, what did you deploy on the board?
So my gang, the Smogstack Kings, I have deployed my Stimmer with 2 pulverizers. Paired pulverizers, sorry.
Okay.
Dermal hardening and I can't say the word. It's overdeveloped musculature. Musculature.
I'm just going to pick up my jaw off the floor from being so surprised that he's got dermal hardening on anyone.
And he's also got nerves of steel, the Stimmer, as well, because he gets to have a skill.
Yeah, because he wants to stay upright.
Yeah. Then I've declared my Tyrant, and he has got a Renderizer Axe.
So,
And
what has your Tyrant got?
Tyrant, well, we already said Renderize, haven't we? So he's got Nerves of Steel, he's Nat-born and gets the Tyrant's own, which means I get to pick 2 stats and increase them.
Let me guess. I'm going to guess one's toughness
Yes, you are right.
and one's movement.
No.
Strength.
No.
Go on.
Weapon skill. Weapon
Oh my
skill.
God.
Shocked. And then he's got Iron Flesh, so gets an extra wound.
Okay.
Then I've got my Juve. Well, they're not Juve, they're called Forgeborn, aren't they?
Okay.
And he's got a heavy rock saw, and he's also a prime specimen. And I get to increase a stat. Guess what stat I've increased?
Toughness.
No.
Weapon skill.
No. It's attacks.
Oh.
Then I've got another Juve on the table. He has got a fighting knife and a stub gun, which he can't use. And he has got no skills.
Has he not got any VAT-born upgrades? No additional toughness?
No VAT-born, Nat-born, or
So
anything.
he's VAT-born as standard?
Yeah.
But he's no, like,
he's
extra gene
nothing
smithing.
else, and no extra gene smithing or anything like that. So those are my 4 guys.
Right, Matt, who are you starting with on the table?
So I have my priest with his trusty chain axe. He's not allowed to bring his stub gun today, so he'll leave that at home.
But he is terrifying.
But with his fearsome scarring from Max's slave ogres, yeah.
Well, that's what I think what this parlay is about. Is like, we've got this Ogrin problem, they're infesting everywhere. Why is Smarticus just happening so many times? There's like 10 of him.
Yeah. And then we've got a brethren with Blunderpole, which I'm guessing he won't be allowed to fire.
No, but he can versatile people.
He can hit
Because it's a
people with it,
versatile
yeah.
weapon, it can be used in many ways.
He can versatile people. Love it.
Then I have a bone picker with just an axe, picked up somewhere along the way. And then, due to my gang being good chunk underneath Phil's,
I think it was like 230.
they've picked up a ambot along the way. So we've got an ambot.
Not the gentleman's choice, that. Not the gentleman's choice.
It says the one with dermal hardening and Tyrant's own and everything. So
I took Dermal hardening once.
you at home can be the judge of whether or not it's horse shit. So yeah, Matt got the ambot because in the new arbitrators rules in the new rule book, you can top up those points instead of with cards with brutes or hangers on. So you picked that, and it's cheaper.
Makes it a bit simpler. Just chuck a model in rather than drawing.
Yeah, well,
cards.
we've done it a few times with Scum.
You always forget cards as well. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
if you've got a model there,
Yeah,
you've got a model there,
you
you're
remember
like,
the model.
we've got to do something like that.
Model. So yeah, those are the starting crews. Phil, you've got guys off the table. So's Matt. What are your guys off the table?
I've got a Gengar with a bolt gun. He's unborn and can take shooting skills going forward, so he doesn't have anything else.
That's if he like sort of levels.
If he
up.
levels up, I can take shooting skills with him. Then I've got another Ganger who's got a brute cleaver and a shotgun, and he's taking unborn and shooting skills as well. And then I've got another Ganger that's got a brute cleaver and a stub gun. He is unborn with ferocity.
Oh, he's not unborn shooting skills.
No, unborn.
Variety in a Goliath gang. Who knew?
Unborn with ferocity, Doc's experiment, malformed, and a stim implant.
What do they do?
So he's toughness 5. But he's not toughness 5 because of thermal hardening. He's toughness 5 because of the Doc's experiment.
Right.
The stim implant is a stim implant. It is what it is.
That's Phil doesn't know what he does.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. And malformed is that one of the stats that I've picked has actually gone down in the minus, so it's willpower that's gone down.
Oh, right, okay. So, Matt, what have you got off the board, and what sneaky tricks have you been doing?
Actually, off the board, I have my Firebrand with the heavy crossbow. I have a Brethren with a shotgun, a Brethren with a reclaimed auto gun, and then sneaking onto the board with the Devout Masses rule is a handful of 3 bone pickers with no equipment at all because they have stub guns, so they've had to leave their guns at home.
Yeah, so they're going to be praying hard, I think, this game.
I think that might be a good use of them, yeah.
Yeah. With that, we'll force you to listen to the YouTubey bits. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment below what you like, what you didn't, and subscribe. All of that lets me know that you want to see more Necromunda content and campaigns in general. And if you really like it, there is a Patreon link below where you can make these guys feel special that you did it on their video. As well as getting yourself a bouncy tray, access to the Discord, and ad-free videos. And with that, we'll catch you in the game. Right, so, contenders, are you ready? Roll for first turn.
Oh, I'll roll
Go on,
first then.
hit
There you
before
go.
we-
6. Can't even throw it in the tray.
5.
Right.
5, and that's the best roll Matt will get all game. It was cancelled by the 6. So Phil first.
I didn't want that. I wanted the tape measure, actually, to be perfectly honest.
You wanted my tape measure that I've brought?
I'm not using your ruler, Max. I'm sorry. I'm just not that ambidextrous.
What? It requires less hands to use a ruler.
I know, but what can I say? I'm going to activate my Juve with heavy rock saw. Shock. He's going to double move.
So you got 8 inches.
10 inches. They're a 5-inch move. And he's going to stop.
So he's only going to go 8 inches.
He is in the end, yeah.
Thank you kindly.
So what is Matt going to do in reply?
I'm going to activate my free Juve here.
Yeah.
He's going to perform a double action and beseech the God Emperor.
Okay, so at the end of the turn, Matt will get an extra 3 faith
Instead
points
of
to
1
roll.
dice, yeah.
Yeah. So Matt's prayed that you're not going to beat him. What are you going to do, Phil? Or what are your guys going to do?
I'm going to activate my stimmer.
Ugh.
And
Lovely stimmer model there, Phil.
beautiful stimmer model. Thank you, Max. I am very sorry.
You don't have to be sorry, you just have to do better.
5. He's going to move 8 inches. And he's going to get to there. Boom. Double move.
And over to Matt, and Matt's going to pray or double move.
I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to pray with that bone picker.
Okay.
So, bone picker, and we will add them potentially.
Okay, so over to Phil's go. With 2 guys left. And Matt's just burning through those activations so that Phil has to reveal his hand.
I'm going to activate my Juve, which is this chap here, who has got the fighting knife. He's going to move 10 inches. Is that there to block the way?
The door? The door's a door. The barrel, it was there as cover if you opened the door.
Ah, right, okay
You
then.
can jump over
That's
it, it's less
fine.
than an inch.
That's fine.
So he's not going to move through the door, is he? He's going to move up to the door and open it.
He is going to move it, because that's the 2 actions, that, isn't it? So he's going to go and do 4 inches. And do you have door sound effects on this channel? There we go.
Right, so let's over to Matt's go.
Let's go with another bone picker, I think.
And do the same.
And yeah, we'll pray. So it wasn't that one, it was this one.
And over to Phil.
And this one.
Lots of praying dice going on this turn.
I know.
Feels like he's got a plan with them, but you'll forget them all game, won't you?
Yes.
I know. But you know you can't have more faith dice if you've got people on the table, don't you?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, like banked, that is. Isn't it?
Yeah, banged.
Yeah.
Banged. You
Well,
can use them for the turn.
Yeah, it's rolling
If he
five.
rolls them
up,
five, if he rolls them fives, we'll worry about it.
Sorry, my over tyrant or forge tyrant, he's going to be activated and he's going to go 8 inches and just go there,
So you're gonna
knocking
do
over.
your first single move.
Pop.
Okay, and then that's over to Matt's go.
So we've got a priest, a ambot, another bone picker, and a brethren to go. So my next one, I'm gonna actually activate the ambot, and he's gonna make a little double move, and he's just gonna come over and stand here.
So that's in blocking off that route to your leader from Phil's gang.
Yep. And then for the rest of the activations, it's gonna be a whole lot of praying. So these three are all gonna pray. So
Okay. Oh, so one's already prayed, haven't they? So your leader and the two.
yeah, sorry. So sorry, the leader isn't gonna pray, but these two are gonna pray. So we're gonna chuck in a load more dice, and then the leader is gonna move. He's going to double move through his guys. He's gonna just go through there and over to here.
Yeah. And is he moving? Is he been knocked down to 4-inch move?
No, but I'm not doing a full
right.
move. I just want him to be there.
Okay. So that is the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Matt rolls all of his now 16 faith dice, which is absolutely ridiculous.
But we're not getting a huge amount of fives.
No, but I think you've got 5 of them, in which that's near the cap of the limit that you can actually get anyway.
Yeah. So that's fine. We've got 5 to go
He
up.
gets 5 faith dice for the next turn. And that is over 2 with no bottle checks required. Priority for turn 2. So roll me a dice. Any dice. Phil gets a 6. Matt gets
A 1.
a 1.
One.
I'm going to activate my forge ball, which is my juve, with his heavy rock saw, and I'm going to measure to see if he can actually do what I want him to do, because I didn't think about that.
Can't pre-measure in Necromunda.
No, but I'm going to move.
Oh, right, okay.
So he's always going to move. So he does. So he moves his 5
To the door.
to the door and opens the door. We're just going to...
Just leave it there.
And we'll just take that out.
Right. Over to Matt's go.
Over to my go. Right. We're gonna... So my priest who moved up, he's now gonna move further away.
Okay.
He's gonna move over here. I want him to be able to be seen, so he's just
So
gonna
that's a
move to
single
there.
move, yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do with the priest for now.
So Phil's go. Some decisive action.
I'm going to activate
Moving up.
my other forge ball, and he's going to move. He's going to double move. So he's going to move his 5. Oh God, I keep on knocking that over. He's going to move his 5 to get there. And
He doesn't like the barefoot though.
I know, hates it. And then he's going to do another 5 to get him there.
Into the centre of the board.
Oh.
Yeah. So over to Matt's go.
On my go, I'm gonna have this bone picker just move to here as a single move.
Oh, blocking the entrance again.
Yeah.
What a coward. Well, I
Uh,
suppose that guy isn't, but that priest. Oh.
Where's my priest there? So he's gone.
So that's one action.
And for his second action, he's going to do nothing. He's just going to stay there.
Okay, Phil.
What do I do? What do I do? I think we'll activate. I'm activating my leader. My leader is going to move a single movement 4 inches, gets him to there.
Right in front of the sign.
Right in front of the sign. And
Put the photo up.
I didn't knock over the sign this time.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Oh. Right, so that's just a single move. Is he doing anything else?
Looking cool.
A flex.
That's it.
Okay. Matt.
So, we're going to do an article of faith. We're going to do Phil's favourite one,
Yeah, which one is this?
and it is, and death could not stay his righteous wrath.
And death could not stay his righteous wrath.
And it's going to be on this bone picker here.
Oh, the one
That's
I...
not the one in the doorway, it's the one to the side of the amber.
Yeah, it's the one that's not activated yet. So, it's a 7-up, so I'm going to try 3 dice in it. Hey!
He gets it this time. He gets the average of 3 dice. Excellent.
And then, for his actual actions, he's going to do a single move, which I think is 5 to start.
Yeah.
And then he's going to move just nicely into the middle.
So what did your article do? Is that where he blows up
That is where he blows up.
and you pick somebody within 6 inches of line of sight of him?
Yep.
Right, that's okay.
So that triggers when that bone picker gets killed, doesn't it?
Yes.
Or at least gets... Or it's until the bone picker's next turn.
So until the bone picker's next turn. And
Oh, at least that's how you played it with me last time.
Yeah, but I
I
played.
don't know whether it was against me that you played it like that. Or...
Probably did. Probably
It's
cheated.
before their next activation.
Before their next activation.
I know Cawdor rules.
I'm going to activate my stimmer. The stimmer is going to double move and just bring himself to here.
In response to your first action, I'm going to play rigged door. And I'm going to open this door.
Ooh, oosh.
Response it makes an action anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to do it first or anything like that.
So the Cawdor are revealed. And, Matt, it's your go. What are you going to do? What is going to be surprised here? Except for Phil.
Fortunately, I don't think there's going to be a great deal of surprise here. We're going to spend some more articles of faith. We're going to try exactly the same article of faith on this bone picker here with
Yep.
the no weapons. So we need a 7-up for it to go off. It doesn't go off.
So there's no badness.
No badness.
No bad.
No badness.
His actual activation will consist of a double move. So, and I'm going to come and stand over here. And then we're going to activate the brethren here.
With the versatile
With the versatile
blunderpole.
blunderpole, who's going to double move. He's just coming around here, so he's got plenty of movement. And then the other bone picker, again, we're just going to come and stand in this corner.
Yeah, to form a little trio.
Yep.
So the Ambot is left to activate. Is he doing
Yep.
anything?
The Ambot is going to just move to there.
Behind the bone picker in the not
Yeah.
the doorway, in the rockway. Right. So that's all the activations. No one's died, so there's no bottle checks. Now Matt has to roll for his piety, of which no one's prayed this turn, so it's just the
6 guys, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got 3.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Above average.
Yep.
So both Phil and Matt have had 2 random reinforcements come on. Phil, where have you gone with yours?
So I've gone with my bolt gun ganger here on the left hand side, or my left hand side. So yeah, quite happy with that one. And then I've got my shotgun ganger that's come on in Matt's side of the board. I think I put him actually in the wrong place there. I didn't realise where I've actually put him, but no, I've looked and I've like, oh,
I
that's
didn't
wrong.
realise where I'd put him.
So I can tell you this now. I was going to put him behind the door, but then it's a double action to move to the door and then open it. So I thought, oh, I'll put him on the side so then I can move twice and then he'll get further on the board. But as I've just looked at it now from this side, I put him far right in the corner where I didn't really need to put him. I just need to put him parallel to that wall.
Yeah. So Matt, where did you go with yours? You got the same
So
edge for
they
both
both
of them.
came on this edge. So I've kind of, as they're both ranged weapon users, I've got my heavy crossbow down here. as far away from Phil's reinforcement as possible. And then I've got a brethren with his reclaimed auto gun just here, kind of milling around in the middle, leaving options open.
Okay, and that's into priority of turn 3.
5.
Oh, you!
Matt gets it! Matt gets it! Oh my god!
That's literally your first activation.
Yeah, that is it, yeah.
What a shocker! Right, so Matt, are you going to do exactly that?
Yeah, so I'm going to activate my heavy crossbowman. He's going to have a look at
Can't
you.
see. That's in the way.
Oh look, we are well over half range, unfortunately. So we're at long range. He normally hits on 3s, but he's at long range of 4s.
Okay.
Which he misses, unfortunately. That's a shame.
Right. So Phil, are you going to immediately turn around and shoot back? Or...
Well, I'm actually going to move a little bit to hopefully get the +1 to hit, to be perfectly honest. So I've got 4 inches. So he goes there. And I'm over. I should have just aimed instead. So I'm going to shoot. Oh, just over though.
Right, so Phil, you've got a bolt gun, right?
I have got a bolt gun.
Got a bolt gun.
So I hit on 4s. So let's see what happens here. Oh, 3 hits. 3s to wound.
Yeah, because you're strength 4.
3 wounds.
Have you got any armour?
No armour.
So that's Matt's champion, so it's 5 damage dice done.
1,
on
2,
that bolt gun. Because bolt guns are
3,
horrendously savage.
4, 5.
So he's out on flesh wounds.
Yeah, that's a flesh wound, sorry, not that over. So 2 flesh wounds.
And then
And
the
3
serious
serious
injury
injuries.
causes
It's a
a
flesh wound.
So,
In the new rules, they've changed that now, haven't they?
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's gone.
Phil hasn't heard us narrating it relentlessly all last game. But yeah, it's a big change, but I actually do quite like it. For the it makes it more brutal. So, into Matt's go.
We're gonna try and get some revenge. So I think
River!
we're gonna move up because I'm not sure we're in range. So we're gonna move up and then shoot with our reclaimed auto gun.
Yeah, so that's 24-inch range,
Yep.
and it's rapid fire 1.
So we'll make sure we are definitely in range. Yep. And then
So it's 2 hits.
I think that will
Or
be
2
a miss because I
misses,
think
isn't
he's only a 4 up on ballistic skill. He is, unfortunately, only 4 up. So
So-
missed by 1 again.
Yeah, the shots go wild, and the crowd goes wild. And then it's over to Phil's. So in Phil's go for the central blob.
Central blob, I'm going to group activate with my Tyrant. So I'm activating the Juve, Forgeborn, and the Stimmer here. So we're going to activate the Forgeborn first, the Juve, and he's going to charge into, I think this bone picker is the closest, so he's going to charge into that bone picker there.
Okay.
So it's movement 5, then plus D3. I've missed this. So that's 8 inches.
Is that I've missed this as in I'm so longing to get back into Necromunda?
Oh no, I thought I'd actually missed the charge. That's what I meant.
No.
So he gets in there. Boom!
Ooh, a knife to the face.
Okay, so we do the combat first.
Yep.
So 2 attacks, 1 for charging, 1 base. It doesn't have his stub gun because he left it at home. Silly boy. Hits on 4s.
An idiot.
1 hit.
Yeah.
Strength 4. Is he a Forgeborn or a bully?
He is a Forgeborn, so he's strength 3.
So 4's to wound.
Whoop. No.
Oh.
Oh, and his Matt's attack is back!
So I have 1 attack back with my bone picker, who will hit you on a 5.
Oh, he hits.
Hey!
Hits.
He's 5's to wound from the bone picker.
Oh.
Oh, he was a 6 out of the
What is it with unarmed strikes, by the way?
I don't think there's a negative.
There is a negative for unarmed strikes. I know that from reading the Goliath book because it says.
He's only strength 3.
Yep.
So 5s.
Oh, slap fight.
And it's like Space Marines in combat.
Then I'll activate my Stimmer and I will play my card, which
Okay.
is Brutal Charge. For the duration of the action, the fighter's movement characteristic is increased by 2 inches and their attacks characteristic is increased by 1. In addition, any attacks they make gain knockback trait.
Okay.
So that make him move 7?
Move 6.
6.
Yeah. Move 6 plus D3. Who's he charging?
Try and connect to this guy here,
The
or
same.
is it this? Whichever one looks like it's closest, and I don't know which one it is.
Well, you'll have to guess.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to be able to charge him because you're not going to be able to get your base in without clipping him, are you?
But it doesn't. I don't know because I've not measured the base. Alright, I'll go into the other guy then. So 6 inches plus.
3.
3.
So 9 inches is definitely
he's
in.
Yeah.
And Phil's pulling out all the 6s for them charges. So the stimmer's in. Phil, how many attacks do you get?
So he's got 3 base, but his characteristics increased by 1 from the card I played, Brutal Charge. So it's 4. He's got paired pulverizers, so it goes to 8, and then +1 for charging, so he's got 9.
And did you work out what the pulverize rule did?
No, I didn't. Because I didn't think I was going to charge this early.
I imagine the pulverizers have the pulverize rule.
They possibly do. They
Let's
possibly
see if
do.
you kill him without it.
Okay, so I hit on 2s.
So you have got a 6 in case it matters on the hits.
So we better check now.
No, we'll just remember that you've got 6. So then, roll in what strength?
Strength 6.
So 2s to wound. So that's 3. Roll d6.
4 wounds.
So roll 4 injury dice. And you then going to stamp at the end of the serious injury. So that's 2 experience points for that champion of the stimmer. So finally, Phil's got his leader. Na. Leader.
Do you know what? He has got 3 wounds. So I know that Juve can explode, but he can't actually kill him. Well, because it would just take 2 of his wounds off him. So I think I'm just going to charge, by the way, and get rid of that Juve there. And reduce the faith dice pool down a little bit. So my leader has 4 attacks, 3 base and 1 on the charge. He hits on 2s.
I'll just double check that.
So 3 hits.
Yeah. Strength 6.
He is strength 6 with a renderizer. Oh, 2.
So how many damage does a renderizer do?
2. So it's 4.
Flesh
Taken
wounded
out by
out.
flesh wounds.
So then he will get.
So many flesh wounds in these last 2 games.
Yeah.
So the leader gets 2 experience for that. And Matt explodes.
Strength
Didn't
5.
go out off on that one. It only went off on this one. Oh, it's this one, isn't it?
The one you did- the one you
Sorry,
just talked about
sorry.
was exploding.
I was literally completely going.
He
Oh, it
wounds the
wounds him.
leader.
He does.
He wounds the leader at 2 damage. What armour has that leader got, Phil? Or have you gone with the max strat of no armour on anyone?
No armor on anyone.
What a
Just
champion.
2 damage.
Yeah, which means that he's now down to 1 wound.
What a prime specimen. No armour, doesn't need it. Yeah. So that is into Matt's go.
Yep. So now in my turn, I'm going to activate the Ambot, who's going to declare a charge against this fella here.
So yeah, Matt moves his 4 for an ambot plus the D3.
D3
Two.
of 2.
That's
So
it.
that's 6 inches, which is just enough to get in.
Yeah.
I'm scooting around. I'm going to do some combat with the Ambot. Actually get to throw some dice, so he has 2 attack space, I believe. He'll have 1 for charging.
And 2 tunneling claws.
2 tumbling claws. He's hitting on 3s. So 1 misses.
What are your strength?
His strength 5. Do the tumbling claws add anything to it? Okay.
I don't know, you'll have to tell me.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
3's to wound.
Ooh,
2
so only
wounds.
2 of them.
And each does 2 damage at -1 AP.
Alright, let's
So
see
Matt's
what-
going to get 4 flesh wounds here, obviously.
Yeah. Oh,
he
got the
gets the
skull.
Almost 4 flesh wounds, but gets the skull. Right, so that's a ganger gone at least from each gang.
Yep.
And over to...
Filling his rock saw, or this
the guy in the
chappy.
corner.
I need to roll for my injury.
Right, roll for your injury then.
So 10s
1.
and then the units.
2.
12.
So a good thing. It's like Phil. So Phil's fighter learns that he's got a scarred face from this, and gets an additional cool of 1 because his scars are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Phil, what are you doing in reply? Are you going to voluntarily bottle?
I'm going to move my shotgun guy that is completely out of the way there down.
Matt, will you move it 8 inches onto the board for Phil, please?
Yeah.
Unless you're going to...
Towards that, yeah.
Well, as opposed to the opposite way.
Yeah.
Right. And over to Matt.
My next turn then will be... I'm going to shoot my blunderpole, I think.
You can't shoot.
Because he started with it.
Fuck me.
You could hit with your blunderpole.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't... I was aware I could do that. I wanted to shoot him though. We've also got the auto gun.
No, he's shot against the
Yeah, because
So Matt, what are you going to do?
I'm going to hit Phil with a stick.
Give him the
over here.
stick!
So
Give him the stick!
he's just making the 5 basic action, unfortunately, and
There's a 4 up to hit.
4 up to hit. He hits him. He's strength 4 with the blunderpole. So
I'm 5.
So it's 5's to wound. He gets
he gets him!
So it's
Phil's got no armour. So what damage is it, Matt?
a blunderpole polearm is only 1 damage.
Okay. And then what's it going to be for your second action?
For the second action,
So he's on 1 wound left now.
he's gonna move and just try and hide behind.
Behind the juve a bit more?
Yeah, use a juve as literal meat shield.
Okay, so that's over to Phil in his final activation with the Forgeborn with the heavy rock saw.
I'll activate my Juve Forgeborn with the rock saw. He's going to charge action and go around the corner.
Yeah, so
he's definitely in. So he goes there, boff,
Give him the saw!
and he has 3 attacks.
Sorry, the wall there, come on. Make it cinematic, Phil.
3 attacks hitting
Some
on
flickering lights.
3 attacks hitting on 5 because you couldn't see him initially.
Oh, 1 hits.
1 hits.
2's to wound. Will he get that 1?
2. So he gets him.
And 3 damage from a heavy rock saw.
Oh, he's out of there straight away.
So that is over to Matt's go, in which he's got the Bone Picker and Priest left to go.
Go on, we'll
Give him the chacks.
we'll try.
Give him the
It
chance.
probably won't go well for him, but the priest will attempt to charge onto Mr. Bonesaw.
Okay.
So D3.
Bone saw.
So
Yeah, he gets in.
he's
He's movement
right.
5, he's getting in anyway.
So we've got the 2 attacks base
Yeah.
and 1 for charging. We'll use that one. He's hitting you on 3s. Oof,
3 hits.
they all hit.
And you've got disarm, so Phil can't strike back with his saw.
Yes, correct. Thank you for remembering that, Max.
Yeah, because you've forgotten all of your chain axe rules
Yep.
at this point.
Yeah.
That's why I could just tell that.
I mean,
as you rolled it, you'd forgotten everything
I
about
was
that
looking,
guy.
I was like, there's 6s there, and 6s do something. And then strength 4, so is it 4s or 5?
Forge, they're all toughness 4, the Forgeborn.
Okay, thank you. So that is 2. I believe that's not anything, is it? Because it's on the.
Have you not got rending?
The priest does have rending, so that is 2 damage, I believe. So that is 3 damage total. Is that enough to take your guy down?
No, because if you roll 3 flesh wounds, he'll be round on 1 toughness.
But he's on 0 wounds, so it's 300.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Oh,
dead.
we got the skull. The priest.
Skull.
Priest does a thing.
Oh, sorry, just put him back.
Give him the bone saw. That's what that guy's name should be. Be the guy. What's the wrestler's name?
It's
Bonesaw.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Is it Macho Man Randy Savage?
Is that 1 XP?
Bonesaw.
Is that just 1 XP?
I'm gonna do my injury for him. So 10s, 5 units, 6, 56.
Enfeebled.
56 is captured.
Oh, is he
The
captured?
fighter is captured.
Oh, give him over to Matt, Phil. I had to give him a territory in our game, in mine and Matt's game, to get my Lobo Ogrin back. But
Right.
that's Bonesaw!
Do you know what? I forgot to play my card yet again.
Well, that's what were we saying about cards earlier in the game?
Forgot.
Always
Just-
forget.
Swipe.
I know. Should have really played that one.
Honestly, Matt, that card is like the best. Like one of the best ones I've ever seen. So,
It's
yeah.
just my poor bone picker, I guess.
Is he going to charge Phil's leader?
He's not. He's going to stand there and pray.
Coward! His leader's on 1 wound.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
You could do it. Give him the
Could I?
go and fist him.
I'll be hitting on 5s, wounding on 5s.
And it's his leader.
Yeah,
What strength are you?
3, so
60.
You're not tough as 6, are you?
I'm tough as 5. Oh, it's double, isn't it?
it's
It's double in this.
Necromunda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do
fives.
it, let's do it. We'll send the meat to the grinder.
Alright then.
So we'll charge him. Plus 2, so
7.
yeah,
He
it's
gets
in.
in.
We're gonna trust my bad luck and see what happens.
His 1 attack for charging.
2 attacks hitting on 5s. No. Hang
Give
on.
him the renderizer.
Yeah.
I just clearly want to play like a slightly wrestling style match.
What, you hitting me up?
2s.
2s, okay.
It's worth the chance though with being his leader and
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
2s.
So that's 3
This
wounds.
guy's dead, regardless.
Have you not had any faith dice to roll all game?
He had 3.
I've used 5.
Yeah, but how many have you got this turn?
None this turn because I've not generated any.
Right, okay.
Oh, sorry, I had 3, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's 2 firepower there, mate. I mean, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
He's
Max,
not
you're
dead.
rushing me.
Well, I've got another die to roll actually, so if he's.
Roll 1 more. He's not dead. Oh, he's on.
Yeah, he's
that's-
bled out from flesh wounds.
So I believe that is the final activation. Everyone roll a bottle check. Because Phil's taken a casualty.
I've taken 2.
2. So Phil, roll the dice on a 3 or more. You bottled because you started with 4 dudes. Phil's bottled it. Phil's
Yep.
bottled it. Matt, you
I've-
roll the dice.
I've lost 4 guys.
Add a lot.
And I started with 6, so I need to roll a 1 or a 2 here.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, the one time I didn't need a 6. Yeah.
Of course. Right, so Phil, you have priority. You start doing your bottle checks.
We haven't rolled the priority.
Yeah, we
No,
jump
you
in ahead.
do it immediately. You have priority at the start of this turn.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ah, right. So
Yeah.
it is your.
Your leader, who I believe is cool 4.
No, he's cool 5.
Oh, he's not that
Do
cool.
a max for me, please.
You've got to roll 2 dice. So that's 1.
Roll 1
Right.
dice.
Oh, he's gone! He's gone! Oh!
What? I'm happy with that. He's
No,
on
no,
one.
I thought that was a massive, like...
He's on 1 wound. I don't want him to die.
Oh,
that's
fair
fine.
enough,
That-
fair
no,
enough.
No, that's fine.
He's got 4 XP
So-
and he's got 1 wound.
Stimmer.
Stimmer is cool 4.
Right.
Oh, he's staying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's there. You've got your bolt gun guy that just murdered.
Cool
Char-
5.
Finally, the shotgun ganger that's just shown up. He's
He's
fine.
passed anyway, no matter what.
Right, so Matt, you
Start with my priest. Cool 6. Yeah,
Loves
he's
it.
staying.
And he gives a
Which
12-inch
means-
bubble.
Yeah, so he'll stay and heals
Wonderful,
there.
eh?
So we've just got this fella over here, which I believe will be cool 7 on a brethren. Just
Double check.
Is it?
He might be. He got his
brethren, cool 7.
Yeah. So Matt sticks around. Does
Bumpers.
anyone want to voluntarily bottle?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. To be fair,
Are you?
I think.
You've done your stomping.
Well, the Stimmer's on 1 wound. I don't really want him to die. The bolt gun guy can take somebody out, but it's all about whether I get that priority.
Yeah.
Because the Stimmer can.
And you don't want to have to roll that.
I don't want to. It's a 50-50 chance, isn't it, whether I get priority or not? So I
Yeah.
don't really want to do that. So I'm just going to voluntarily bottle.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Matt wins. And we'll see everyone in the outro. Matt's going to do his injury rolls. Are you going to do biggies big and smallies small? Or are you
Yeah,
gonna
big
do-
is big and small is small.
Okay. So who are you starting with?
Start at this end on the bone pickers. So this is the new guy who's just joined the gang.
He explodes a lot.
Yeah, that's the one that just got pulverised. 16.
16
I
is...
think that still faces some scars, isn't it?
You.
Oh.
That's out cold. So explodes a lot, lives to fight another day.
Number 2. 54.
Multiple injuries.
Of course. D3. 2.
Yeah. So the first one,
42.
partially deafened, -1 leadership.
Let's pick a bone picker.
Now I can only hear the voice of the Emperor in my head.
And his second injury is a 14.
Bitter enmity. He gains Berserker when fighting against the gang that did it. So that's +1 attack on the charge whenever he's fighting Phil's gang. What a murderer!
So we're doing okay.
The
so
Emperor
far.
guides my hand!
And the next bone picker gets 41.
Old battle wound on a 1, the fight goes into convalescence, which is just you miss out on that battle.
Yeah.
We've got bone picker chain axe.
It's just a normal axe for now.
Oh, is it
It's
just a normal
scrap.
axe?
66. Memorable death. Oh dear.
Well, whoever killed him gets an extra XP. I think that was the Stimmer.
So
Yes, it was. Way.
that goes to.
Get in.
Where's my bone picker gone? Here. So that should be there. And he
And
is.
finally, we get
The firebrand.
This is a
Yes.
firebrand, yeah. 44. Of course.
eye injury. BS reduced by 1, so to 4 up. But
No.
doesn't go into recovery really critically. So that was the parlay. How did it go? Phil, why did you bottle?
Guys, I had my leader on 1 wound and I had my Stimmer on 1 wound. And I didn't really want to lose them. I didn't want to risk getting an injury roll on them. So thought it was best to go straight away then. They already did enough damage. The leader's got 5 XP, the Stimmer's got 4, and the guy with the bolt gun's got 4 as well. So
Yeah.
I think it was the right choice to make,
No,
to be
I
honest.
think it was the most Goliath loss and Cawdor win I've seen. In that you brutally killed a load of people but still came out underneath.
Yeah.
Even though you brutally killed a load of people. Matt didn't care about the losses
No.
and just was like, I'll just stick around. Who
think-
cares?
I think this was why I wanted to play the Redemptionist really, because it's a gang you can afford to just throw people away, and you
Bone pick is 20 creds,
Yeah.
I think it is. So
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
Who
ridiculous.
fucking cares?
you don't
Yeah.
you don't feel as bad when just this little scrub gets murdered brutally. When it's a Vansar with 200 credits worth of equipment getting an axe to the face, it's a bit different.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, the Forgeborn that you've captured is the one that's going to hurt the most. It's 185 creds him,
Yeah.
and that's going to hurt a lot. That one, I think, and it'll teach me to read my cards, won't it?
So that was the card I held up at the end that could have completely shut down Matt's chain axe attacks.
Yeah.
But as we were saying at the start of the game, halfway through the game, and then Phil immediately forgot.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard to remember those cards, and having a model on the table like the Ambor.
Yeah.
I remembered it, and then I'd already rolled my injury roll because I wanted to do them as I was going along because that's how you're supposed to do it, really. So I was like, oh, I've rolled my injury roll. I read the card and I was like, oh, this is before I've rolled my injury roll, so there's no going back on that or anything like that.
Yeah,
But
the dice had hit the mat.
the dice had hit the mat. But no, really good game. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
cheers for it.
I felt really bad killing my own Cawdor gang, to be honest.
How do you think I felt last campaign after I'd painted it?
Yeah, true.
Didn't care. Ground them into the dirt. But yeah, that was game 2. Me and Phil are about to play game 3, and it's this was Matt's last game of this cycle. So he'll be coming back tomorrow with an extra 250 credits, like total.
Yeah, total.
Yeah,
after
yeah,
two
yeah,
games.
yeah. Total after 2 games.
We have spent some of that, yeah.
Yeah, and me and Phil are going to get into one of the Goliath specials with the Ogrins versus the Goliaths. And we'll catch everyone in a bit. Bye!